we access our Snowflake database? So it is a cloud analytical data warehouse. So we no need to set up any servers on your computer or any outside. Just it's a cloud based and URL based database. So simply you can access through the URL from anywhere. Just we need to remember our respective account URL and the login username and password. That details more than sufficient to access your database from anywhere. So as of now, we have 30-day trial period. So and also 400 credit worth free is there. So once we cross that, we need to pay for it. Now for quickly creating your account, so just we can go to the snowflake.com. You can follow me. So just you can follow me same steps. Snowflake.com. So this is the Snowflake official website. Here we can see there is a icon here. It's a start for free. Just click on it. So it's all we already did last time. So but we didn't create. So you can also pass your details here, whatever details it is asking. In the same way, you can also pass how I am passing. So just I'm giving my details. So mail ID I am giving. So I already created too many duplicate accounts. So just I am reusing, or if you already expired with your accounts, again we need to create another account with another email ID. So I'm using one website, one email ID. So another one is just I'm using company name. Now I'm sitting in India, so I'm just giving as a country name as India. So if you are located in different countries, you just give your respective country details. Yeah, this is the basic details we need to provide and also continue. Now, so here we can see there are some different type of version of accounts. It's a basic standard version account, enterprise account, business critical account. So as now I am selecting anything you can select, standard or enterprise. Now we are starting to Snowflake. I'm going to use standard. So slowly going forward depends on the need, which is not available in standard account. So at the time we will enter into enterprise. We'll create another account with enterprise version. We'll see the differences. What is not there in the standard. So now we are new to the Snowflake. So that's the reason I'm using standard version. So that is fine. Anything you can select. It's not. Anyway, it's a trial account. Here, as we know, Snowflake using cloud service providers storage location to store our data, whatever data we are processing through the Snowflake. So that is the reason we are using any one of the top three cloud service providers like AWS, Azure, or Cloud, Google Cloud. We can select anyone. Now it won't give much difference for us. So you just select AWS or anything, whatever you are comfortable. If you are already using any services in your company with Azure or Google Cloud, you can select. It's up to you. It's nothing wrong. Okay. Now I am selecting Amazon Web Services. Now I am selecting region. Now regions are there. So AWS having regions across the globe with where they have different data centers. So which is nearby for us. So just I'm picking that. Now I am close to Mumbai. So this is the nearest region. That is the reason I am selecting that. You can also select either you can select Asia Pacific Mumbai. So that's also fine. So it's up to you how you can take it. Okay. Now I'm selecting Asia Pacific Mumbai. Now this is the details we have to pass. So it is that's it. Once you create this account, so once you pass this detail, just get started. So just accept the agreement. So now get started. So automatically whatever mail ID you provided, one email ID it will trigger to your personal mail ID. So are you able to finish this step? You receive one mail ID to your personal ID. You just check your email IDs. So once you receive email ID, can you click on to the link whatever you received to your personal ID? So once you receive email ID, you need to click on to that link which received from the Snowflake. So it will ask you to reset your username and password. Once you log into your account, you can see this kind of URL. So are you able to access this URL, your own URL in your laptop? So here, if you see the URL, so this is a cloud based URL. You can access this. Just you need to remember this URL as well as your username and password. So you can access your cloud Snowflake database from anywhere in the world. We no need to access from your own mission. We no need to access from your own location. So it is with the help of active internet, we can access from anywhere. So whatever activities you are performing inside the database, all it will available from the any location to access your cloud services. Okay. Now to understand this URL, so this is the account number. So this is the unique account number. So everybody having different account numbers based on the account you created. So this is a randomly one number it will create, and also it is having there is a AP Southeast one. So this is the region where you hosted your data. So my data is hosted in Asia Pacific Mumbai location. That is the reason. That region information also included in URL, and also there is another point is it's a AWS. So this, if based on your account details, we can identify, yeah, this account is hosted on so and so region with this cloud service provider. That information is available in the URL itself. So your account number as well as your region and also as well as your cloud service provider dot snowflakecomputing.com. So this is the actual URL it's got generated. So if you even your case also you created hope you can see similar kind of URL on your account. So we got one URL. Now we are able to access our URL with the. So this is the, so it is how exactly looks like for everyone. So this is the Snowflake web user interface screen. So here you can see it's exactly looks like how we are accessing some normal database. So how we are accessing Oracle in the same way it is also looking having all the options as it is. So so if you quickly if you want to understand what are all the different options, how we are going to start from here. So here you can see the databases. So databases, it's nothing but it's a standard how we are having databases in Oracle or any database. So in the same way, we have option here databases. Okay. So here you can create your own database. So by default, Snowflake offering us to with the sample databases. So here if you see the sample databases, you can, yeah, what are all the different databases you can see on your screen. Snowflake sample data you can see, and util DB is there, and also you can see demo DB. So these are all the by default Snowflake offering us to create some databases. Already it's available. And also if you see, if you clearly notice, there is some databases showing on my screen. There is one database having one arrow mark coming inside. This is very, very important. We need to remember this point. So going forward, we'll discuss about what is this arrow mark indication. So that is coming inside your inbounding to your account. So are you able to see this arrow mark, right? Snowflake sample data. So Snowflake providing sample data in one of the database, just it is having different schemas. See, there is some lot of schemas available inside the database. So just to practice for your account. So Snowflake created some set of tables, set of schemas, set of data. So just to practice purpose, they provided everything. If you see the sizes of the different tables available in the TPCH SF10000, this is one of the schema already available, uh, provided from the Snowflake. Now everybody having same data, so that is directly coming from Snowflake to practice. So if you see there is some data, see the sizes of the data. This is having 101.9 GB data. So 101, 1.7 TB data. So 500, 500 size. So almost all the most of the tables having around more than 100 GB size data. So this is 1.7 TB size. So just to practice with a bigger data, so Snowflake offering already some data is available on your schemas. So if you want to run your queries, if you want to test something, you can use this sample database instead of using your own. So this is how some data is already available in the sample Snowflake sample data for practice purpose. You can select any other one. So here this is having smaller size. So here SF001 having smaller size data. If you keep increase the schema name, so automatically you can see bigger size files inside the data. So if you want to start with smaller one, go with the sample one, and if you want to go with test with higher data like 1.7 or 2 TB data, you can use these schemas that is already available in our account. Okay, that is about databases. So here in databases, we can create your own databases instead of using readily available databases. So I will show you how to create. So here options are there. Create databases. So you can see there are too many options. Once you click onto the any database, so you can see these are all the tables, views, schemas, stages, file formats, sequences, pipes. So this there are too many objects available in Snowflake which we won't find in any other database. So each and every option having it's a different meaning, is having a lot of usage. So most of the people you heard about what is tables, it's available in everywhere. And also views also we know we can create views on top of tables. So and also schemas also there. Schema, we can see if we have one database having multiple schemas, again schema having multiple database objects. Schemas also you can create. So there is some new things which we don't find. What is stage, what is file format, what is sequences, what is pipes, where we are going to use all these things in Snowflake, how it is useful. All those points we will discuss in our classes step by step. Okay. Now just I'm giving brief idea about and high level on each and every option. So one by one we are going to use daily. Okay. Now, so just I'm moving to the databases. So next one is shares. So this is also one of the unique feature we don't find anywhere in the any other database. So basically it is used to provide your data, live data to someone which is in the different location or different place. So for that purpose we are using data sharing. We'll discuss whenever we are going to cover this topic in detail. We'll try to understand all the challenges, what are all available in the data share. Okay. So this data marketplace is something which we are going to interact with some external tools. So that is also important. So we'll discuss it. Now next one is a warehouses. So this warehouses, it's basically it is kind of computation. So computation, how fast you want to execute your queries, how fast you want to, if your queries are taking 2 hours, how you can make sure that your queries are running little fast, whatever timelines. So for that, we are using warehouses. Here we are creating your own warehouse. So these warehouses having different sizes. So small, X small, large. So like that, we have different sizes of warehouses are there. So we can use warehouse as per your usage. So everything is a cost here. So whatever queries you are running, whatever scripts you are running, that is cost associated with that. So depends on the higher size you are using. Let's say you are using 1 credit per hour. This is small. So it will cost only 1 credit per hour, but the time it is taking for execution little high. And at the same time, if you are using small, medium, large, X large, 2X large, so if you select 4x larger size, in 1 hour itself, it will consume 128 credits, but it's a highest computation. But in your trial account, you are having 400 credits. If you are running 4 hours, enter your amount got deducted. So that means even you have 30 days trial period, you completed with your 400 credits. So that is the reason. Depends on the size you are using in your Snowflake. You have to select that. So this one, it's if you are handling huge amount of data at that time only, even you are ready to lose your credits, you want to get the better performance. So at that time, we are going to use all these virtual warehouses. So we'll discuss in detail. So Snowflake, why Snowflake is more powerful? Only because of this virtual warehouse. So now we created our account as a standard. Whenever you selected your account as an enterprise or higher version, so there is a it's a again, warehouses having different topics. Single cluster warehouse, multi-cluster warehouse. So multi-cluster warehouse, it will work parallelly to execute your queries, so that it will speed up your queries. It will take very lesser time compared to any other. So this is where exactly we need to understand how Snowflake is different compared to any other databases. So we need to understand a little deep dive into what is uh, multi-cluster Snowflake virtual warehouse, single cluster warehouse, what are all the options, how Snowflake having this much powerful computation power. So all those points we'll discuss into this uh, multi-cluster warehouse. Okay. Now, so these are all things anyway we are going to discuss in detail. And the next one is a worksheets. So here worksheets is basically where we are creating your queries. So if you want to execute some, if you want to create database, if you want to create schema, or if you want to create table, how we are doing in any other database, right? So all those things we are going to create through the worksheet. So here, this is the page where you can see my cursor. You can write all your queries like create uh, table, create DB. So like that, you can write all your queries. So it's automatically saved. So if you see, there are some n number of worksheets we can open here. So if you see, there are too many worksheets I created. So I ran these queries around 15-20 days back, whatever worksheets I created. All the data, it is available here. It is not deleted anything. See, these are all the queries written in around saved 3 weeks ago. That means around 20 days back we created. Still I can see all my data. Once you create, we don't need to save, it's automatically saved. Once you create your data, so you are working on different tasks, so you don't want to keep everything. Just you can create different worksheets and you can give this name to the worksheet to avoid confusion. See here, I want to give name as a test my work, so something like that I can create. So this name is available is law, we can identify this name. Whatever information you are storing here, that information is, it will be like that. Like that you can create a number of worksheets, can practice related to that whatever name you are providing. So it will be available long time, anytime. There is no period to expire this thing, as long as your account is active. So your data is also active into the worksheet. We don't need to take any backup here. Okay, in the same way, so we have worksheets. We are going to use worksheets for accessing Snowflake, to play with the Snowflake account, all these things. So we are using worksheet. So we'll come back to the worksheet. And next one is a history. So history is basically we are using to run your queries. So it is we want to verify whatever information you ran last sometime, last 1 week or whatever queries you ran. What is the, we want to see the execution status, how the whatever information you are passing to the database, how it is executing in background, where it is taking time. All that information we can see, how long it is taking time. That kind of tracking is available into the history tab. So you can see all the different queries. So different info, so you can search based on the different users, query tag, query id, SQL sessions. There are two different ways of searching. So this thing, this information, it is all the information is available here. We'll come back and I will show you how we are going to use history in our regular basis. And also we have, there is a preview app. So here, this one, we anyway, this is app, we are not going to discuss much. And partner connect, so these are all, there is some ETL or reporting tools which we are going to, which is work with Snowflake. So those things I will show you any one or two from here. So I will explain you how we are going to connect with the partner connect tools and how we can use that. So these, there are some tools are available for a free version, so you can use that. So and there is a next one is a, you can see there is some community is available if you want to verify, view the Snowflake documentation. It's a very detailed documentation is available. If you want to go there, we have direct access from the help section. And also there is a community, huge amount of community built for Snowflake. You can sign up for the community, you can follow the discussions, and if you have anything you can feel free to post there, so that Snowflake provide so all the details whatever we need. And there is another option here, download. So here if you click on to the download, there is some connectors, external connectors, which we are going to use along with the Snowflake. So now we are accessing our Snowflake with the web UI. So going forward, we are going to access with the command line. So that is having Snow SQL. And also different, if you want to connect to the Java application or ODBCs or Python connect components, if you want to write program Python to connect your account Snowflake. So all those things it is available. I will show you how to, now everybody having our own account, I will install Python, will use this Snowflake connector Python, and will access your account from the Python. So your respective account, how we can call the program to access your respective accounts, and it will play from the Python in data accessing whatever information. So all those things anyway we are going to discuss. And also there is a Node.js, Spark. There are different connectors are available. Snow CD is a, it's kind of CI/CD tools for DevOps related. So those are all things also available. But we are covering CLI clients and Python components. I will cover most of the our exercises. Okay, these are all things available. And so this is a help section. And also if you see, once you create your account, you just, there is a drop down here, just select the drop down. So here you can see the edition of which, what kind of edition you are using. So here if you see the details, standard, enterprise, and business critical. So which edition you are using, that information, it is available here. It is a standard edition hosted in, but in your URL it is not available. This is a standard or enterprise. So from here only we need to get the details. So remaining all details is available. So here we have, if you want to, you already created password. If you want to change it, you can change it. Use the change password. So here you can see there is a switch role. There are different type of roles: account admin role, sysadmin role, public role, security admin, user admin role. So here, by default, whenever you log into your account, it will show as a sysadmin role. So if you want to switch to any role, these are all the standard roles you'll get from the Snowflake. So whenever you are working for some organization, whenever you are working for some project, so there is a customized roles as per the project needs. That customized roles we can create ourselves, and you can access those roles. So if you want to create your own role, customized role for your organization, so let's say your organization wanted to implement Snowflake. So we have 10 employees. Out of that, one senior person is there. So out of 10 people, one person should take the responsibility to act as a account administrator for that particular account. So all the remaining people, they act like a developers. They don't have privileges to act as a account administrator. So this account administrator responsibility to create customized roles and provide permission, grant access to that customized roles, and just provide access to the users who are all the users part of the organization. All those things are managed by the administrators. So this administrator task is to create the customized roles and create the new users. Whenever new users onboarded into the project, their responsibility to add the users to access this account, whatever account company accessing. So all these tasks is going to created by the account administrator. So that's this here. We are all using trial version, but whenever you are working on some projects, at that time we don't see all these access for us. We don't get the account administrator. We don't get any access. We can see only public or default system admin access. Remaining all roles it won't available whenever you are accessing for your project. So as a developer, once you log into your account, if you have once account administrator provided customized role to your user, then only you can see that particular role to your account, or else you don't see that account. So what is that role contains? So Snowflake, it's all role based access. Everything is a role based access. So whatever role assigned to your particular user, you can have access only that set of information. So now we in your organization we have 10 databases. There are too much secured information is there. So all the employees, they don't have right to access all kind of data. That is the reason whatever role you created, whatever objects assigned to that role, that particular object information only access with the users. All those things it will manage through the account administrator. That information, anyway, I will show you how to create the customized roles, how to grant permission to users. All those things I will explain you in our sessions practically. So now once you switch to the account administrator, you can see there are two other options enabled here. So one is the account option, another one is a notification option. So these two options, it's only privileged with the account administrator. There is no access for normal developers. See, there is some two other options enabled here. This is the account and also notification. Remaining all options we can see in any user. But so these two options it's only enabled for the account administrator. So here notifications, you can see how the billing is going to happen for your account. That information it is automatically coming to the our Snowflake administrator. So all these things I told you, right? In account option here you can see you can create your own users. See, if you see there is some options here, users. So I want to create some new users, I can create. So now we are four people, each and every user, you no need to access your account. I can create different users, all different four users. So I can provide the same URL, whatever URL I am accessing. So I can share this URL. You can log in as a user, and I can grant the user. So automatically you can reset the password. You can access same account instead of creating multiple accounts separately. That is also we can do. So now it is anyway, it's a trial account. That's the reason we are working on our own URLs. So whenever you are working for the project, so this is for the same URL you are accessing with the different users. So each user having its own access to log into the respective account, they can log in and use that. So, and also, as I told you, right, we are having customized roles. These are all the roles available from the Snowflake. So, if you want to customize, if you want to create customized roles, at that time, you can create the roles here and then you can access that role to the users. These things we can discuss it whenever you are talking about roles and security management. So all these points is available here. Now I'm going back and going back to my normal users, this admin. So these are all very, very, whenever we are going for certification. So you can see these kind of basic questions also in the certification point of view. So what are all the different options available on the WebUI top screen? What are all the different options available when you switch to account administrator? So that kind of questions also we can see one or two questions, basic questions. Most of the people doing mistake, they already know, but they don't remember what all the options are coming. So whenever you want to go for certification, keep remember all these points in your mind and try to observe what are all the options are coming onto the screen. That is very, very important. And one more thing here. So here you can see there are some each and every worksheet. So I told you, right, every worksheet we can keep our own name. So each and every worksheet having, if you see there is some different options. If you see worksheet level options, select role, select warehouse, select database and select schema. So these options we can set up based on the worksheet level. So if you just click on the drop down, so what role you want to use to run something on this worksheet, and what is the warehouse I want to use, and what is the database I want to use, what is the schema I want to use. So one time we have to set up these settings into the worksheet. Automatically every time we can use same thing. So each and every worksheet having its own settings. We no need, it's not like all the worksheets should have same set of settings how we are using for other. So we can worksheet level settings we can change. So this is worksheet level. So let's say in worksheet you are working with some database, another worksheet you are working on different database. All those things we can change based on the worksheet level. So once you set up the worksheet level settings, then you can start writing queries. You can start creating table, creating schema, creating database. Automatically, it's going to create onto the respective database or whatever we are using. So like that, we can quickly access our Snowflake trial account and we start creating any database table schema. So you can create your own database. You try to create your own database and you try to create your own schema and try to create your own table and see, are you able to creating, are you able to inserting data, are you facing any challenges? So this kind of creating, inserting, this is the standard is ANSI sequence only. There is no something different. So this is insert into, select, all that information it is available. You can see the Snowflake documentation. So if you want, you can refer the documentation. You can directly access from here. So here documentation is it's a very nice documentation provided by the from the Snowflake. It's in detail explanation about each and every topic. So whenever you get time, start reading about documentation as well. So now we just covered about introduction. So here this is the home page for the documentation. So we no need to refer any other pages. Pages more than sufficient. So very simple way to create the instructions to log in your web interface. All those things are there. So if you have trial account, so all these steps, whatever is mentioned here, we just did it. So in the same way, we can try to create our command line interface. So we'll try to create our tables. Once you create it, there is another way of accessing Snow SQL. There is a command line interface. How to access command line interface, how to configure, and how to reuse command line. All those things we'll discuss in step by step.